Hi there guys, it's Dan DeathBringa Kane here, bringing you a very special unboxing today. This is a DropZone Commander start set that I've been very nicely sent by the Hawk Wargames to review. So let's get this shrink wrap off and out of the way, and we'll start. One thing I'm liking is the nice sturdy box that's come in. It's a bit different, so it's a flip top lid. So let's get this out of the way. I'm fortunate enough to do this amount of space I've got, guys, so I have to do a bit piecemeal, unfortunately. So back in a second. Right, you guys, let's get the, I suppose, the most boring component out of the way first. Is nice sprue of bases. All it needs for your infantry. Very nice there, nice and neat and very smooth. Now, the only one thing I would like is a bit of variation is where the holes are. But I suppose if you really were that bothered, you could fill them in or do something else with them. So that's the bases, guys. The flying bases. Very nice idea. Nice clear sprue. Wonderful. Got the canopies there for the UCM Condors, I believe they are. Little flight stands. Right, guys, next it's the UCM sprues. Now there's 3 of these, so and they're all identical. So rather than looking at all 3, then let's get 2 out of the way. So a nice close look at this nice detail of these tanks. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. Wonderful to have been able to do in plastic at this scale. I mean, even on the bottom there. Try and get the bit I'm looking at on the screen with you. There we go, bottom of those tanks. And then there's the infantry. Excuse me, loads of detail there. Side of the tank tracks, still looking amazing. And even the inside. And a bare APC. Wonderful piece of kit. So let's have a quick look at the weapons before we go on to the Scourge. For their articulated turrets, railguns, and their big miniguns to shoot down their aircraft. That's the enemy aircraft, obviously. Next, it's the Scourge sprues. So let's get this nice little bag out of the way. I'm loving how everything's wrapped up in bags so they don't get damaged against each other while in the box. So let's get a look at the infantry there. Nice guys in trench coats. Unfortunately, I've been possessed by the parasites, which the Scourge are. So inside of the dropship there. Lovely and nice. And then there's the Invader APC. Now you do get a bonus APC in the sprues because Condors and the Scourge dropships, I can't remember the name of those, can only carry 2 APCs. And there's only enough infantry for 2 APs anyway, so. But I'd love to give a friend who's not doing Scourge or not doing UCM, and you got yourself another set of transports that you won't have to buy later. So let's have a quick look at the tanks. I'm loving the aesthetic of these things. Next, it's a nice little bag of goodies. We've got a bag within a bag. Oh, we love this. More zip-up bags. If you've seen my X-Wing unboxings, you know I love my zip-up bags being provided by gaming companies. I mean, nice, big, chunky dice. See how good I am. 3 6s, not so bad. Rest is a bit terrible, but we won't speak about that. I mean, this is just a wonderful little touch. Is your own very own Hawk Wargames mini tape measure. Just when you need to measure things out. And don't forget, of course, the Hawk widget, which makes all the flying stands a bit more durable. Right guys, next it's the rulebook and the card components, which are nicely straightened up together, so let's get those. This is the revised 1.1 edition book. Card components for a second, we'll come back to them. Nicely in the corner there, 1.1, and I'll just zoom out a bit so you can see the book. Well, it's already got that, I've already getting that new book smell whiffing up. I mean, wonderful layout, nicely laid out pages with good examples and nice little pictures, full colour. I mean, there we go, we've got some large scourge armies there. I mean, the pages I love because it's the yeah, no, this is terrible. Yeah, so let's have a look at the PHR, which is my army of choice. Already the points reduction there for the Ares. Let's see what I think that some of them may well be new, so let's have a look at the back. At the back we've got the guest painters, I believe. So if you don't already have enough tokens, there we go. Nice example of what could be done with these miniatures. I'm loving this Shaltari vehicle colour scheme here. Let's get a close up on that. I mean, that looks lovely. Always makes me want to do Shaltari. Well, not quite. Not yet. Maybe later, down the line. So there you got scenarios, your army lists, all in full spanking colour. It smells wonderful due to that new book spell. So, right, next guys, we've got the card components, which are useful. It's a quick reference sheet. Contains the damage roll modifiers table, see what you need to roll. Nice little box here down the box, so it's what happens to aircraft when they're shut down and transports. And some nice little reminder bits. And then you got your army list effectively for what you got in the box and stats for your units. Which, believe me, when I first started, having this would have been really useful. But it makes life 10 times easier being able to know what your guys' stats were without having to flick through the book. So we've got one for the UCM and one for the Scourge. Obviously, on the back we've got the unit composition and the stat lines. A quick reference guide and a scenario for the board. Instructions of how to put the guys together. Very helpful. There we go, don't mind me as I just failed my intelligence test trying to open it up. There we go. So looking wonderful. And then we have the counters and objective markers. Sorry, the objective markers are counters, but we won't go into that. So we've got the templates and drop zone. Oop, let's pop that out. So templates and drop zone area. So how much area you need to land is determined by them. Nice bit of little bit of scope beyond what's not contained in the rulebook. Nice little advertisement for their other new units that they've just brought out. and obviously the KR bits, which was when you saw my other unboxings, but I was so pleased with that. Then lastly, for the card components, well, the card components from the box anyway. Well, I'll say that again, not from the box, but the non-scenery card components. We've got the two posters here. I don't know if I'll be able to see it, it's all planned out, but oh, there we go. Yeah, not a chance. And then the last piece, which I think is a little piece of resistance, is the card buildings, which we get in the 6-gate box set, which you may have already seen. But there's nothing short of providing you with your own little battlefield and two complete armies to play them on. They may be small armies, but they are complete nonetheless. I mean, and then there's these things which go together just as easy as you see me now. I mean, depending on how you're feeling, you might glue that down or not glue down in case you want to collapse it afterwards. But just that easy. So that's one of those. So you get, I believe there's 10 in here, so another the same design as that building, but obviously it just looks different, which is always good. And we've got another different size building, medium to mid-sized building, I'd say. And again, the different design. We've got two more smaller ones, which you might want to see, so I'll do that again. So, nice bit of variation. And then your mid-stack building. There we go. And then one of the larger buildings. And finally one of the tall skyscraper ones. There we go. Right guys, so I'm going to go off and put some of these components together, and we'll be back in a moment. Right guys, I've assembled a sprue of each of the components for the starter set, and we're going to start off with the UCM under the old close scrutiny. Now this is one of their bare APCs, and as you can see, it's fantastic. Oh, missed a bit from clearing up there, but never mind, I'll get that later. So I'm really impressed by this. Look, love little detail in there. Now the railgun tanks. I can't remember the name of these ones myself because I'm more of a PHR player than UCM. But this one is actually, the turret is actually all held together by friction with this one. So I didn't actually need to glue that together, but depending on later on for ease of transportation, I will have to do it later. Very similar, just with a different turret option. Is an air one. I think these are either sabres or the other one's a sabre. I can't remember myself. But very nice. Now there is obviously a bit of a gap down the side. Now you could fill that very easily. Then onto the dropships. Very nice. Now there is a slight loss compared to the resin, but it's obviously to be expected. The Oh, let's get the picture there. The engine ports. There is no engine ports, but it's only if you're going to turn the dropship upside down and really scrutinise it, you'd notice that. Now I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to make use of. Oh, there we go. That's a bit I haven't glued on. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to make use of the cockpit or not, so left that off for the time being. It's a nice touch. And then we're on to the infantry. Now I do happen to have a set of partly painted metal infantry with me, so we can do a little bit of a comparison. Infantry, well, they're quite good for the scale, but when you put them next to the compared to the metal infantry, which if I can get the, sorry about the colour of these not. Trying to get that in the light. Oh. Still worth buying the metal infantry, I think. But if you're into saving money, go for the plastic. So that was the UCM, guys. Let's move on to the Scourge. So first I sorted get one of the draft tank, a little skimmer. Now obviously I couldn't resist myself with these ones because the holes in the tank were exactly the right size for my magnets. So that was magnetised on. Lovely little detail. Next it's the anti-tank tank. Very nice. Now underside is quite nice as well. I'd be tempted to put these on a base myself so I could raise them up from the ground. What do you guys think? Now again, the Scourge infantry. Oh, let's get that in focus please. Thank you, camera. Very nice. I'm sure there's a slight loss in detail from the metal to the plastic, but overall very nice. And the infantry APC. Oh, as it gets a nice bit of focus. Lovely, loads of detail. Even the other side, there's probably a bit of filling required around the outside where the bottom piece went in. But that's only if you're really bothered about the underside of the tank. Or APC, should I say, really. So that's that. And then the dropship for the Scourge. I've configured this up for the tanks, and again I haven't glued the sides on because there's a recess there that needs painting or filling or something, because I'm not quite sure what to do with that. But it's there by design, so it's really quite nice. Loads of detail there. Let's get that in the camera. And just look at that. All those nice engine ports. If you're really bothered, you could drill those out for thrusters. Now, there is I have one minor complaint, but this is really minor, and it's that's where the mounting point for your widget. If you notice, it's missing the side. Now, sorry, try and steady my arm there, guys. Now I've checked this, so it's the same in all three. It's even like that in the diagram for the assembly. so it's not miscast. It's just I'd rather it be enclosed in the widget, but that's a minor little complaint compared to what you get for your money. So I've also assembled another building, glued them together, and we'll zoom out so you can actually see it, guys. Oh, that's in. We want out, don't we? There we go. So you get 10 of these, varying sizes, which all in all, for how much it is, I'll probably put it at the bottom. I'm going to have a look myself. I'm very impressed with the money you spent. There's not many games out you can get for a decent sized battlefield, 2 armies, terrain, and a rulebook sorted for the investment on the box set. So that's the DropZone Commander starter set, 2-player starter set that is. Let me know what you think of it, guys. Let me know what you think of this video. Drop us a comment below for suggestions, complaints, or whatever. I don't mind. I'm open to suggestion or changing things. And drop us a like if you like what you see. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video around just for people you think might be interested in this. Alright, thanks. That's me signing off for now. That's Dan, DeathBringa Kane, signing off, and we'll speak to you later, guys. Bye bye.